Tread lightly. The Archmage is expecting us, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're welcome.
We're going into an Archmage's tower. It'll all be fine. Or at least exciting.
You made it. Unfortunately, I still have reading to do. Amuse yourself with these skeletons while I finish this paragraph.
That had better be a really good book.
Is all that noise the three of you. It's like something out of a book. A godlike of an unknown deity, an exiled animancer, and a rainbow-colored wizard. All looking for a garden, from what I've gleaned.
It is her. We felt the pluck of her fingers outside our door, searching. For us? Our prison? Who is she? What does she seek?
My little puzzle was very clever, wasn't it? A challenge and a parable, all at once.
Well, now that we're done with the formality of defeating the skeletons...
So, the parable still had weight. You were still made to think. As was I. I've never seen a godlike with your appearance before. What did you think I was trying to tell you with the puzzle? Oh, I like you. Most people wouldn't dare mouth off to an archmage. The point of the parable is quite simple. Sentimentality is a privilege. The village would have lived if they had chosen to sacrifice one dying soul for the good of many living ones. If it comes to it, yes. I hope you'll choose pragmatism over sentimentality. More than anything, the whole challenge was for you to understand how I think. No one truly matters in the long run. Not even me, or the other archmages. It's what we leave behind. What matters is that our lives buy the world more history, more beauty, more time to create interesting things. Do you understand? Good enough, I suppose. Most people find it difficult to relate to an archmage. And if you cannot do so, it will complicate my attempts to communicate with you. I hope you're not intending to enter the ruins. I won't open the path. Consider listening for a moment before you resort to utter futility. I came to the Living Lands because the sickness here, this dream scourge, fascinated me. This plague shouldn't exist. It can't, and yet it does. The essence of the Living Lands is falling into chaos and entropy. It's more powerful than anything I've seen. I suspect it has something to do with how the Aedyr has been severed from the rest of the world. I believe the answers lie in the ruins, but the essence there is so strong it's blocking my spell work, which has never happened before. Ever. No one enters Naku Kubel until I get to the bottom of this. Sorry. Curiouser and curiouser. What is so special about you, godlike? You have my interest. Show me if you live up to it. Are you? Oh my. I didn't think this was possible. Something I don't already know. I can't believe I overlooked this possibility. A god here, alone, trapped in the severed Aedyr. This explains so much. My magic being ineffective, the essence here being so intense. And you, godlike, with your unfamiliar appearance. You're the missing key to the lock, sealing Naku Kubel. Don't take this the wrong way, but in a different life, I'd have flayed you for my study. You are a godlike of this strange, isolated, possibly miserable god. A piece of them resides in you. I have no doubt that like will recognize like. You will open the gates to Naku Kubel, and I will study this metaphysical aberration up close. Go! Find your so-called garden. Report your findings to me. Perhaps there is more to this than either of us alone can see. My thanks in return, godlike. It's not often that Kith, or really anything at all, can surprise me. I wish you luck on your journey, if you believe in such things. Just keep in mind that countless dream thralls are on the same path. I'm sure you'll survive. If not, well, lovely to have met you. Let's hope you remain unscathed. And you, Orlan, you seem a clever one. Take my grimoire. It will allow you to dispel the barrier I have set before the ruins. You have talent. Not any mage can dispel my illusions. Perhaps when this is over, we should speak again.
You want to speak again? Yeah, of course. Can't wait.
She gave you her grimoire. Be careful with that thing. Who knows what it can do?
The ruins are far in the northwest. The people here have named that area the Deadfall Highlands. No more wasting time. Off you go. Use the teleporter behind me to leave. Or jump, I suppose, if you're feeling grim.
Look at all these books. Do you think she'd let me buy? And off we go. That did just happen, right? I didn't imagine it. Ringrim liked me? And my spellcraft! And she gave me her grimoire. Look, isn't it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? I just can't believe it. Am I floating? It feels like I'm floating. With Ringrim's grimoire, I think we can go to the ruins and find the garden.
For once, we've outpaced Ludwig. A rare advantage. I say we use it.
Then there's no time to waste. I must prepare for Naku Kubel. As must you.
Let's hope the ruins are warm. I didn't think to bring a coat.
You see that too, right? The ice. You see it? I dream about the ice sometimes. It talks to me. I don't know what it's saying, but it makes me afraid. The Archmage whispered something to me, but I don't remember what. And I'm not sure I want to either. She's broken all of us. Even the Zoribs. Poor bastards. Aedyrin, wasn't I? I've been so busy with the Zorbs. They're smarter than we think. There was one with the most beautiful spear. I wanted it. I told the Archmage. She said... Dead. Dead like all of us. The ice came for it. It'll come for us all. Did you see its spear? Something beautiful in this cold dark. Oh, beautiful. Beauty. Warm as blood. Thank you. For you. Beauty. You're mine now. We will be warm together.
Yardsley, how long have... Hey, I wanted to talk to you about what happened in Emerald Stair. I know your Emperor sent you here to represent Aedyr, but the Steel Garrote raising Fior has gotta make things harder for you. Sure, but you couldn't have expected this. The cruelty we saw, it's hard to reconcile that with the place you've called home. I just wanted to know how you're feeling about all this. Yeah, I told you about my time fighting under Rautai's flag in the Deadfire. Seeing what we did there, what we allowed. I felt like the home I knew was changing, bit by bit, or maybe I was. Enough about me, though. I want to know about you. I hear that. Unfortunately, I don't think this situation is going to get any easier. It makes venturing through the treacherous wild seem like a relief. Anyway, I just want to check in with you. This may be your burden, but you don't have to carry it alone. What's on your mind? If you can believe it. I didn't think it was possible to talk them down, but you managed it. And you say more than their foolish hides. Those two fought for Rauatai in the Deadfire. They learned how to disrupt enemy movements and destroy supply lines. They'd have nipped and poked at your comrades at Eagle's Reach until Aedyr finally snapped back. At Thirdborn, most likely. All while the two of them remained secure and defended in their tower. Yeah. The problem is, when you go looking, you're bound to find one. Thirdborn's under threat, but if loose cannons like them fire at everything that moves, they'll draw even more trouble to our walls.
They lash out like cornered animals, giving the Steel Garrote a reason to fight back. Not that they need a reason.
Still, better not to give them one. You really think any amount of chest thumping would turn away Ludwig and the Steel Garrote? Or the full force of the Aedyran army, if it came to that? The Living Lands is changing. We've got more ships coming to port every year. If it's not Aedyr, it'll be someone. Good thing you're asking the expert. Get some rest, Envoy.
The Dream Scourge is getting worse. First our land, then our animals. Now our people. If we don't put a stop to it, we're looking at the end of the Living Lands. How can anyone expect us to do both? As if the Dream Scourge wasn't enough of a problem, the Aedyrans are profiting off our misfortune. They haven't come to help us. They're here to exploit our weakness. Agreed. They can no longer hide in the shadow of benevolence. It's too bad. We're fighting for our lives, our souls, and our freedom. I don't know if we can win all three. You really think so? My apologies for acting cynical, but it feels as if nature, politics, and even the very gods are working against us. I don't appreciate being backed into a corner, but here I am. Despite everything that's happened, I'm so grateful to be working with Yatsli. In many ways, Quilichi has been like a second father to me. But Yatsli, she's like my dirty aunt who's up to no good. Oh, she's an expert in that field. While I have your attention, I've been thinking. Why is Inquisitor Ludwig suddenly interested in godless ruins? She's a smart one. I'll give her that. We should be ready for anything. Something tells me Ludwig isn't finished with us yet. If I must. I don't leave Emerald Stair often enough. My city had to burn down before I could take a vacation. Sorry. I'm in a mood if you couldn't tell. Only if you can stand the ramblings of a depressed bookworm. I used to think I had it all figured out. But the living lands proved me wrong in so many ways. This entire island is the prison of a mad god. How is one Animancer supposed to compete with that? Except that time is running out. Maybe I'm being melodramatic, or maybe I'm not used to seeing things clearly. But what if animancy has no future in the living lands? What if my entire career was a mistake? If a breakthrough is coming, it'd better hurry. I can't wait forever. You're a good listener as always, but I've taken enough of your time. I'll be fine, really. I'm not the first Animancer to question her life choices, and I won't be the last. You too. I've been meaning to tell you something. Sending my people to Paradise is a bold move. Bold, but more importantly, unpredictable. There's always a choice. It's just that sometimes they're all equally terrible. The Steel Garrote will keep a watchful eye on my people, but we will do the same to them, from inside the lion's den. Meanwhile, the Aedyrians will enjoy their false sense of security for however long it lasts. Look, I know you didn't come to this island to help us, and yet you were here when others would have looked away. Despite everything that happened, it means a lot. We all deserve better. But fate decided otherwise. Well, onward to better things. If you need anything, you know where to find me. Until next time. Thank you again for letting me join you. An Animancer never misses an opportunity to embrace the unknown. Still, being an Animancer feels different without Fior Mesiverno. If only you could have seen the city in brighter times. What a loss. That feeling like my potential was only limited by my imagination. I'd like to have that back. At least now I have a place I can call my own. Believe me, that's plenty. It's a shame we had to meet under these circumstances. Plague, war, maybe the end of the living lands. I can't wait to find out how. I enjoy seeing the world through your eyes. Despite everything that's happened, you always know where to find hope. Keep it that way. What's on your mind? I'm afraid not. I've spent a little time in Dawnshore, but this place is a mystery to me. It's good to be somewhere different. Somewhere I can build new memories. Whenever I'm reminded of how big this island really is, it makes my problems feel smaller. Oh, she was incredible. A self-employed researcher working to further her own interests, answering to no one. Not that I'm overlooking her arrogance or her disdain for the lives of others. What inspires me is her persistence. More importantly, she confirmed my suspicion. The living land sits atop a closed system of Adra. If nothing else, it's good to find someone who believes in your work. It's a little early to say for certain, but maybe I haven't completely wasted my time. I've been thinking, A closed system might explain a few things. Imagine souls passing through Adra. They die here and they're reborn here, over and over. After so many lifetimes, the Adra grows dense, full of life and wisdom, fear and pain, with nowhere to go. A quaint but accurate simplification. Such an environment would be rich with essence, messy, but full of potential for something or someone to grow. Maybe that's how they started, in their most primordial form. Anyway, it's just a theory. Don't quote me on it. What are you so curious about? I suppose you deserve to know, after what I put you through. My mother wanted to expand Fjore's agriculture. Feeding Emerald Stair wasn't ambitious enough. She wanted to feed the world. She thought she could break the wilderness, using animancy as the whip. Turn the living lands into a garden. Anything's possible, but there are significant problems to overcome. After my father put the finishing touches on the phantasmal focus, she was impatient to get started. After all, whoever controls the spirit of the living lands has nature in the palm of their hand. My father thought so too. Emerald Stair was just the beginning to her. My father thought she was brilliant. Others thought she was mad. I think she was a victim of her own ambition. She wanted so much, and there was so little time to achieve it. Theoretically, her plan should have worked. The living lands had other ideas. When she used the phantasmal focus, theory collided with reality. Everything went wrong. I can't rule anything out, but I suspect the Dream Scourge had something to do with it. It lives in the essence of the living lands, corrupting whatever it touches. And if I'm right, that means it's been here a long time, or the forces behind it. No. To my knowledge, the accident was no everyday occurrence. But neither was the experiment. My mother transgressed on nature, on existence itself. Still, I don't understand what went wrong. When I do, then I can finish her work. I was 17. That makes it... Gods, has it been 13 years already? After they died, I wouldn't go near a lab. It was ages before Quilici got me to crack open a book. I have a lot of catching up to do in my studies. Need to make up for lost time. It's just a tool. Even a wool scarf is dangerous in the wrong hands. Besides, studying a pillar of Adra is not the same as prying apart the fabric of the living lands. My mother learned that the hard way. That's all I care to say for now. At least, about this topic. I thought my family's research could help Emerald Stair. That it could banish the Dream Scourge from our lands. Of course, Vidaro wouldn't even give me a chance. He was afraid of history repeating itself. Still, I'm hopeful. This legacy of mine could change Animancy as we know it. And something tells me I'm close to a breakthrough. Closer than my mother ever got. Good question. The idea of finishing my parents' work gives me a warm feeling. But do I want it? I know I've got one lifetime, and I want to do something with it. Very good. You know your metaphysics. This is the one life where I am Giada Castel, Animancer extraordinaire. In the next life, I could be an idiotic tree. I have an obligation to use the time I have. No Animancer has engineered an ecosystem before. Maybe, with a little luck, I could be the first. You have an inquisitive mind. I respect that. If you ever feel your education is missing something, I'd be happy to teach you what I know. All you have to do is ask. That little island off of Dawnshore? None that I know of. Ignato Casto led the Valian trading company in the Deadfire archipelago. Among other things, he invested in the future of animancy, and apparently he had interests here. I hope not. I wouldn't want my family associated with speculation, corruption, and whatever else happened in the Deadfire. We have enough problems already. He had some ideas about moving great distances in the blink of an eye. As far as I know, he was unsuccessful. Animancy and ambition are a dangerous mixture. Intoxicating, but dangerous. Afraid not. I've heard a lot of contradictory stories coming out of the Deadfire in recent years. Some say Castle is still in power, while others think his second-in-command took over the Valian trading company. You know how it is. Wherever there's conflict, there's bound to be misinformation. Unfortunately, that's all I know. Whether or not Castle succeeded, I don't think it's folly to dream. A simple question with a very complicated answer. The device is attuned to the spiritual energy of the living lands, much like a compass to magnetic north. But essence is chaotic by nature. As you saw with your own eyes, imposing order on chaos is not without risk. Indeed. Don't get me wrong. This invention is a small miracle, but it isn't enough. The phantasmal focus was supposed to be the start of something grand. One lever of a device that exists only in theory. Perhaps it should remain that way. Excellent. The Imperial Court taught you well, but I suspect there were gaps in what they call an education. If there's anything you've been dying to learn from an Animancer, now's the time. Unfortunately, that can take a lifetime. It's the sad reality of our work. But I'll give you the short version. Now, let's begin. You, drifted off for a moment. Were you paying attention? Really? What's the last thing I said? Ah, I stand corrected. Even if you had dozed off, no harm done. Besides, a little nap is good for the soul. I slept through my share of lectures, and look how I turned out. That's all I have to teach you for now. I'll chime in if anything else comes to mind. Anything in particular? Not before I've done some reading. I can't... Shame we had to kill her. But at least... Indeed. We took one piece off the game board, but the hand that moved it remains. Still, it's a shame. Dorso gave up on the dream of Fior Messiverno. Blamed Animancers for the problems we tried to solve. And I hate to see anyone lose hope. That's all for now. Let me know if there's anything else. Go on. You too. Between the two of us, thank you for helping Yatsli reach that vase. Maybe it seems like nothing to you, but to her it's everything. When you consider how many Orlans and dwarves there are, It's outrageous that we build so high off the ground. What a pain. Don't let her size fool you. On the inside, Yatsley stands as tall as a mountain. One of these days she's going to change the world, shake things up. And I'll be at her side, grinning like a fool. Talk to her. I'm sure you two have a lot in common. Thanks for talking. Katoa and Hayako. An interesting pair. Despite their clumsy methods, they were just defending their community. I'm grateful that you showed restraint. That is more understanding than most of your countrymen. I only bring it up because people are growing wary of your empire. With good reason. When they take their anger out on you, don't judge them too harshly. We all make mistakes. Anyway, just wanted to get that off my chest. Not before I've done some reading. When I joined you, I thought we'd be exploring the intersection of the physical and the spiritual, not bickering over sulfur. Yet here we are. Without those mines, Thirdborn has no gunpowder. They lost an advantage when they needed it most. Perhaps, but this is no time to be fighting with one hand tied behind your back. At the end of the day, bullets are of limited use against the Dream Scourge. And it'll take more than gunpowder to wrest the living lands out of your empire's clutches. Anyway, what do I know? I'm an animancer, not a strategist. Until next time.
Oh, you might know this, Marius. I've been trying to sort my thoughts since we left her domain. We met Ringrim. The Ringrim. Master illusionist of the Circle of Archmagi. And we impressed her? She even offered to make me her apprentice. It was overwhelming. I can still feel my heartbeat. It doesn't feel real, but it is. Oh, Handra's titties. What am I going to do? If I take the apprenticeship, I'll have to leave Quilici and Fjord. And what about my study of the Godless? I've spent my whole life with them. Oh, you even learned their proper name. I can't believe you listened. You'll make me cry at this rate. I'm not a kid anymore. I can't do everything all at once. There are only 26 hours in a day. I love my life as it is now. Exploring as I wish and coming home to open arms and a warm bed. I don't want to give that up. But this is something I never even dreamed of. But it's big. It won't leave room for much else. And I'm too old to... Oh, Envoy. What would you do? I know. That's the whole issue. I've learned magic through my own means, reading and studying on my own. How much more could I learn with her? And how much faster? Within a fortnight, I could rule the world.
Oh, gods. I'll stick with the secret sleeping god that whispers who knows what in our leader's head, thank you very much.
Thank you, dearie. I can't promise I'll act on it, but I really appreciate the advice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to write a letter to Quilici. He'll never believe me. I wish we could have done more for them. Capo and Chico, I mean. But if I were in his shoes, I hope I'd make the same choice. Though I'd like to pick a more fun way to die. Of course. Even when it's expected, or even preferable, it's always a tragedy. I can only hope that at the end I have some control over things. That I can go out as Yatsley. And don't you forget it. But it gives you something to think about. I mean, not everyone gets to come back like you did, Envoy. Well, that's all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Unless there's something else you want to chat about? How can I help, darling? We've been traveling together for a little while. I just have to know. Did you purposefully choose such colorful company, or is that just what you attract naturally? I mean, I'm very clearly a delight, so it's obvious why you let me stick around. I'd seen Kai around once or twice, and always thought he was charming enough. He's got a sharp tongue, though. Makes me like him even more. And Marius. I don't know what's lurking in him, but I do think he should speak to someone on it. If he reaches out, do try, will you? As for Giada, well, clearly Giada is a gem. As for me, well, I'm just as riveting as you, but the boys are giving me a run for my money. It is a lovely little perk, isn't it? But so is the ability to actually talk to any you meet. Don't discount it. You do strike me as a people person. Tell me, do you get along with all you meet? I understand. It's hard to be away from one you love, even for the best reasons. Can I ask about them, your sweetheart? Putting that experience taming wild stallions to good use, is she? A woman after my own heart. And here I thought I had a wild youth exploring ruins. You might be putting me to shame, dearie. Quilichi is quite good at knowing when to be sweet and when to be sour.
Yatsley, that's my surrogate father you're talking about? Spare my imagination, if you please.
Oh, you knew the risks when you came over uninvited, darling. It's on your head. Well, you've satisfied my curiosity. You know, Envoy, we've traveled enough that I think I've gotten a handle on your style. Style of fighting, I mean. Your fashion sense is more opaque. But listening to your incantations, they could use some tightening up. I could probably teach you a thing or two, if you're up for it. What do you say? Of course, darling. Easy as pie. What? Out of breath already? Talk to one of the boys. See if they can help with your stamina, dear. Well, I've taught you all I can. Let's hope you put it to good use.
Let's not do that again. Let's stay out of Archmage's domains from now on. Sure, we made it out alive, but that outcome felt out of my hands more than I'd like. Right. Well, by all means, keep diving into dark caves and ancient ruins. I'm sure it'll get easier someday. Anyway, I'm glad to be out of there. Time to curl up with some jerky and a few swigs of Wodak. Anyway. You too.
signature those artifacts you found fit together somehow. Let's have a closer look at camp.
You asked for it! The note had a hint. One mountain, two valleys, one mountain. I've been nice about to hold up.
hungry. Sounds like a gate has opened. Quiet as a soul. I make this look easy. We've got company!
Get off me!
Finish this.
On your right here.
Soldier's badge. I might like to see it.
Why can't the way forward in science ever be easy? Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting to see anyone this far from Thirdborn. Are you... Your face! You're a godlike. That makes perfect sense. I had a terrible time trying to find a guide in Thirdborn who'd take me here. But meeting you makes it all worth it. You're right. I'm sorry. You have to admit, though, you are a prime specimen. I'm a mycologist, you see, and I'm working on a compendium of the different types of fungus in the living lands. Sure enough, what happens as soon as I show up? A fungus-based illness. There's a riot of data out here. See? You understand. That's why I had to document it.
Strictly speaking, the dream scourge is not a fungal infection, though at times it does resemble one. Trust me, it's far worse. Imagine a soul rotting from within, rampant with disease, alive yet putrid.
Oh, really? Huh. Well, that's disappointing. Actually, since you're here, I'm having some trouble with the sporlings. I've devoted my whole life to my fungal friends. But I'm finding that the ambulatory ones aren't quite as, friendly. In fact, they're quite murderous. I'd normally be against harming them, but please kill the sporlings before they kill me. Thank you. You will? Oh, you're a lifesaver. Maybe literally. Good luck. Oh, I've got to write these measurements down before I forget.
That'll show him.
I saw everything. You taught that sporling a lesson it won't soon forget. Or, well, it's not alive to remember, but you know what I mean. Wait, that means it's safe to go back to my experiments. I'll have to collect everything and... I am suddenly very busy. Pardon me.
Mycology is an exciting field. You study the mushrooms, and sometimes the mushrooms study you back.
Ah, nothing better than a breakthrough.
Never had a chance. Well, if you insist.
Hot out, isn't it? Welcome to Shatterscarp. Or, welcome to Shark's Teeth, anyway. Damn. I didn't think you'd actually talk to someone like me. Oh! Well, I hope I'm not imposing on you. Listen, I've got to take some supplies to that tower up the road. They're for Kotoa and Hayako. Have you heard of them?
The ones who set a trap for Aedyrans? We've met.
Wait, you've already met them? Oh, they're brilliant, aren't they? Ha! You're tougher than you look, scumbag. Nothing personal. It's the least you Aedyrans deserve. What happened at the tower anyway? I mean, you made it back alive. What? They hate Aedyr. They wouldn't just give up. What did you tell them? Aedyr here to help? That's rich. But they did let you go. They must have had some reason not to kill you. Guess this is where I wish you luck and let you walk away. But remember, don't cross us. Thirdborn is stronger than it looks.
I let you have that one.
Not bad for a scholar.
Can you imagine dying sober? Nothing like good stuff, is there? Best thing the gods gave us. Can't drive me any crazier than this plague. Sveth makes the world look different. You should try it sometime. You'd see. That's what everybody says. It's what I said. Then the plague started. Now what was I doing?
Lead the way. blade in the dark. Got eyes on something?
We see you! We've got company!
Soul for the wheel.
Hurry in the front! Snake! Birds will fly!
leave some for those.
Hey, you there! Sign says to take only what you need. Do they not have signs in Aedyr? Or wait, maybe you think they don't apply to you. Typical. You didn't even look around. You just moved in.
You,
Gonna
stop!
remember this next
Let's
time.
show...
I need my space. Oh, big mistake.
I was worried for a second.
Something happened here. A spinner lay its trap in the dark. A home became a prison became a home. We thrash against the web that binds. What must we do to escape? We pause. In stillness, we see our struggling tighten the knot. The web loosens. It soothes us.
That's done. Look, it's up.
feet! Another soul for the wheel!
I've got to hurry before the paint dries out. Oh, hello. A hero passing by on a noble quest, are you? It seems everyone I meet is on some kind of quest these days. Of course, I won't pry. A sense of mystery must keep you safe. It's the same way in art. Always wondering what to hide, what to reveal. I've been trying to capture the essence of the sand sea for days. The sands are alluring, but confounding. I'm missing something. What do you see? The specks of sand glitter like gold. No other land can compare. Wait, gold. That's it. That's the dimension I was looking for. You have. Thank you, traveler. Now, I've got to get to work. Perhaps a more vibrant orange.
Okay, best food you've eaten. Go.
Fury and Rude Hog Ribs.
Really? Fascinating. Why?
Why? Why do you need to know?
Well, I think you can learn a lot of...
When you were out in the Shark's Teeth, you didn't happen to find a badge belonging to Tama, did you? It sure is. Reminds me of old times. Long marches under the desert sun. Scouting runs through sandstorms so thick we had to tie our tunics over our mouths. It was sunburn on your top half and chafing on your bottom half, but yeah, those were good days. And Tama, he'd wake us up before dawn with the most off-key singing you've ever heard and a pot of burnt merc brew. He kept us marching until we had sand in every orifice you can think of, and a few you didn't know you had. Just when it felt like we were going to collapse, he'd call it and we'd make camp. And somehow, we'd all find the energy for a few rounds of cards or songs or stories. He did. Coming back here was a mistake. I don't know what we're doing here. Because I'm a glutton for punishment? Here's the truth. I led a patrol. We were ambushed. Tama came to our rescue. And he suffered a fatal wound in the process. He was the color of an eel's belly. The stubborn bastard made it all the way back to Thirdborn. We got him a sickbed, but we knew he didn't have long. I wish I could believe that. You ever had to watch someone fade away? When it's slow and agonizing, no glory, no din of battle, no distractions. Then you know. It's like sitting still while someone drags rusty nails over your skin. Sitting there, I noticed that he was missing his badge. And all the time I'd known him, I'd never seen him take it off. Cruel irony, isn't it? He comes to our rescue, and in the process, he loses the thing that marks him as a soldier. I'm sorry, Envoy. I haven't talked about this in a while. Thanks. Just having his badge in hand means more than you know. There's just one last thing I've got to do. There's a memorial site with some cairns on the cliffs east of Thirdborn. One of those cairns is Tama's. We passed by there before. It's time I said goodbye. Let's get some rest.
Marius, can I offer a suggestion?
I have a feeling you're about to do it anyway, so go ahead.
I just want you to enjoy life. I'm worried that you aren't.
You can feel how much Third wanted to honor their dead. Did you have many friends in Third?
Thomas Memorial. Never thought anything could contain that man, you know? That booming laugh, that bottomless appetite, boundless energy. Now he's under a pile of rocks. It doesn't, but I appreciate the effort. This is where you're supposed to distract me, lighten the mood with a wisecrack or something. Don't be. I don't know where to begin either. There's something I didn't tell you about Thomas' death. Remember how I noticed he'd lost his badge? I went out. I told him I was going to go find it. He told me to stay. I said I'd be right back. I walked away, envoy, and I kept walking. Not since returning with you. Couldn't imagine anyone would be too happy to see me after everything. Now you know why I never went back to his house in Emerald Stair. Why I never came back to Thirdborn. Don't sell me short, envoy. I'm nothing if not tenacious. The truth is, traveling with you and Marius, getting to know Giada, Yardsley, it's felt easy. Too easy. I've gotten comfortable. I'm not a joiner. I'm good for a skirmish, some war stories, a few drinks, but I'm not someone you keep around. Oh, come on. You have the trust and ear of an emperor. But me? I let people down. I let them down when they're counting on me most. Or maybe I learned plenty. I know what I am. I'm finally facing it. But he's not here, and that is because of me. I'm finally owning that. What? No, I didn't. He died pulling my ass out of the fire, and I still let him face it alone. How can I remember him without remembering that? I fucked up. I did. I let him down and he deserved better. It doesn't change anything, but it feels right to say it, like I'm putting down a weight after carrying it too long. I never realized I'd let my failure change the way I remembered him. One of the things I loved about Tama was how he gave us all a fresh start. No matter where we'd come from or what we'd done, I drifted to Paradise, but never thought about where I'd go from this. Tom always talked about the places he hoped to see. The islands of Deadfire, the tundras of Nasitok, the ancient cities of Old Valia. Maybe I ought to see some of those places for us both. As a traveler, not a soldier. Once we've stopped the Dream Scourge and dealt with the Steel Garrote. I've got some things to sort out, but it feels good to have something to look forward to.
Who needs fabric? We still have stock.
Oh, you're back. What do you want? Really? Gods, I hope it's no one I know. I mean, how do you know this? Oh, perilous plants and where to pick them. Everyone loves that one. Laguna was looking for some light reading, and, well, that's what we had on hand. Beggars can't be choosers. You know how it goes. You try getting a bunch of sun-weathered old sea dogs to do anything but drink, bullshit, and play Hazatoa. I'm just glad they're reading. I'm sorry to press you on this, but how do you know it was him? I mean, plenty of folks have checked that one out. It could have been anyone. I appreciate your can-do attitude, Envoy. Gods know we need someone with a little enthusiasm for the law around here. But what you're bringing me is circumstantial. If I can find the time, sure. But I'm telling you, Nagunu is on the level. Was there anything else? Oh, you're back. What? Really? Which one? One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. One less thing for me... One less thing for me to worry... Oh, wait. That's everything off the board, isn't it? Good job. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go pass out.
Oh, hey, Envoy. Be sure to check out our new bereavement sale. Discounts on qualifying items.
If you're looking for the captain and his crew, they're upstairs. Mind taking these drinks up when you go?
My favorite envoy! Thank you for bringing us back together. I only regret that dear Runga couldn't join us, but she was always a shy one. I suppose she's rather a bit more intense.
Ruthless, I'd say.
Principled. Ah, I miss her. Oh, but I nearly forgot. Did the bartender send you up with our drinks? It's not a reunion without a toast.
The captain promised us an aged rum.
I can't have much. I get queasy. Excellent, excellent. Here, envoy, a little something from my travels all those years ago. May it bring fortune to your journeys too. Now, make a toast for us. Give us all something more to drink to. To new times ahead.
To the healing of wounds.
Not all wounds can... I wish Rwanda were here. Drink. Drink!
For once, I'm grateful that I prefer wine.
Oh my. What's happened to Koa?
I think he's dead, boss.
Dead? Why, this is tragic. Oh, it must have been his rum allergy. It always goes straight to his head.
I'm weeping myself silly.
It was a toast to remember, envoy, but I'm afraid I must look after my friend now.
I believe the captain just made us unknowing accomplices to a crime.
I'll never forget what you did for me here. Oathbinder bless and keep you.
Sure is lovely here, don't you think?